Hello, I'm Rex Lita with the Midday News. The Intergovernmental Task Force on Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing has been issued a no-excuse directive to ensure PNG is not placed on the Financial Action Task Force grey list by October 2025. Prime Minister James Marape issued this firm during a high-level meeting in Port Moresby yesterday. The Intergovernmental Task Force on AML-CTF is led by the Chief Secretary, Ivan Pomaleu, and comprises the Department of Justice and Attorney General, Bank of PNG, Royal PNG Constabulary, Department of Finance, Treasury, IRC, and other key institutions. Marape said PNG has just 5 months remaining until the end of October and will not accept any excuses for failure. In order to drive this, he has shifted the responsibility for coordinating efforts to the Treasurer, Yangling Staki, with heads of the relevant agencies to report directly to him moving forward. Aranduk Primary School in Sumcar district of Midday province has its new administration building commissioned last week by the member for Sumcar, Alexander Suguman Ome. When commissioning the building, he appealed to the community to take ownership of the support given by the government in order to attract more support in future.
Aranduk Primary School was established last year and is currently faced with many challenges, including school infrastructure. The building and commissioning of this administration building is a huge milestone for the new school. Member for Sumcar, Alexander Ome, took the opportunity to explain the challenges East DDA faces in distributing resources fairly across the district.
Yes, me member, but me workman blow you, me 7 blow you. Work blow me long time base, long limited resources, limited funds me plagat, long make him, spread him across, right across Sumcar district. Support him, Mipla Lilik Man Mary, long one main service where Mipla put him and must benefit him plenty at once. Not at one side, Mipla DDA government even me to member, me no work him anything on one side. No, it's no one side system, no favoritism system, no one dog system in this government.
The member, however, assured the school of his DDA's support, stressing the importance of human resource development in the district.
So me cut him ribbon and me talk finish. This is our new partnership. Mipla hold him hand now. We will stand behind you. Mipla by sana backside, na Mipla by supporting you. Na mi must work on new infrastructure development must come up along this school.
Dominic Thierry, a community leader in Aranduk, in highlighting the challenges faced by the school, pointed out that the school is yet to be registered formally with the Education Department and needs support from the DDA to do this. The school can only benefit from the government's fee-free education policy once it is registered. Ruth Rungola, TVWAN News.
Dinghies, showing machines, rice mills and coffee machines were gifted to the people of Middle Ramu by the District Development Authority in an effort to equip and empower its people to be self-sufficient. The resources were commissioned by a local MP, Council Kamandru, under his campaign of bringing light to the people of Middle Ramu.
The presentation of dinghies, sewing machines, rice mills and coffee machines attracted a crowd of people. This is seemingly the first time such an initiative was undertaken. Local member Council Kamdaru is proud that his district is able to produce various cash crops cultivated in the highlands to the lowlands. The challenge for years is the expense involved in transporting cash crops to various markets.
I strip and stop long place where location where we blind on up long bring him through all material. I'm now wetter make him sample something the logistic make him. Me look long chopa, me look lo balus on them, but more cost than me gonna me no up lo complete project.
According to Middle Ramu's national census conducted in 2023, the population is recorded at over 116,600. The DDA is on the ground collecting data for various groups of people in each LLG. They plan to distribute the resources to rice and coffee farmers. Mothers are being counted as well, so sewing machines can be distributed to them for self-sustaining activities in the fabric industry. 6 dinghies are among the resources being distributed. They are meant to ease transport costs and ease the burden on East people's pockets.
Now, we continue to give him a rice machine enough. You black some rice machine. Maybe I continue to give him all coffee palpa. Now you one you got all coffee. You plan him coffee. You got coffee device tablan, but me give him coffee machine long you so. But you kiss him now. You yet you must got coffee. Me not give him a group. But me give him you one.
This initiative is captured in Middle Ramo's 5-year development plan, which was launched by the Prime Minister James Marape in Sangapi, Kovan LLG in May last year. The government-funded Bayamedang Road is also expected to improve travel and access to government services for the Middle Ramo people.
Remand long me long connect him. All people na risk him all come out long end. What I want him way me make him. Still ba me reach him Middle Ramo yet. At me promise long you blah.
The resources presented to the Middle Ramo people are 6 dinghies with outboard motors, 100 sewing machines, 20 rice mills, and 40 coffee machines. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
A long-awaited road project in Papua New Guinea's West Sepik province is transforming the lives of thousands in remote coastal villages, reconnecting them to markets, schools, and essential services after years of isolation.
After nearly a decade in isolation, more than 12,000 residents across 5 remote villages in Papua New Guinea's West Sepik province are finally reconnected to the outside world. Until recently, the only lifeline to the provincial capital, Vanimo, was a risky boat trip, costly, dangerous, and often unavailable during rough seas. In June 2024, a 16.7-kilometer stretch of road between Rawo and Leitre was rebuilt under the EU Strait PNG program led by the International Labour Organization. 22 culverts, 2 slab crossings, and 2 box bridges now ensure year-round access. For the first time in years, vehicles can move freely day or night. The cost of travel has dropped dramatically, with cocoa farmers saving up to 60 kina per trip. The road has revived the local cocoa industry. With support from the EU Strait program, fermentary units have been upgraded, increasing production and cash flow in the community. Beyond cocoa, vanilla and fish farmers are now reaching markets in Vanimo and even the Indonesian border, boosting income and regional trade. Women and youth are seizing new opportunities. Motorcycles have become popular, offering quicker access to farms, schools, and health services. Employment has also grown. Locals are hired to maintain the road, including women and peasants with disabilities, fostering inclusion and dignity through decent jobs. What was once a forgotten stretch of coastline is now a corridor of opportunity. For the people of West Sepik, this road is more than infrastructure. It's a gateway to a brighter future. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Minister for Energy and Member for Kairuku Peter Isoaimo paid courtesy visit to the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Andriana Supandi, on Tuesday, May 21st, 2025. The meeting focused on the strengthening bilateral relations between Papua New Guinea and Indonesia, with an emphasis on energy development and district-level economic collaboration. He highlighted the significance of Indonesia's robust economy, not only as a major trading partner, but also as a model for affordable energy production, downstream processing expertise, agricultural innovation, investment potential, and community development. In his capacity as Minister for Energy, Isoaimo expressed a strong desire to collaborate with Ambassador Supandi in the areas of renewable and traditional energy supply, and further proposed cooperation in manufacturing, market access, capacity building, and addressing youth unemployment. In regional news, a small Gold Coast charity is paying for New Zealanders who are sleeping a raft to fly back home. For those who have exhausted all other avenues, repatriation is sometimes proving easier than finding shelter on the coast amidst the housing crisis.
And surf. The Gold Coast's idyllic scenery has drawn tens of thousands of New Zealanders across the ditch. But for a small few, the reality of living here is far from paradise.
I want a place to go to put my head, leave my stuff safe, go to work. No, I'm not freaking out.
In the midst of a housing crisis, some Kiwi citizens are sleeping rough in makeshift tent cities in public parks, regularly being moved along by council workers.
Probably to the next park and get kicked out and the process just repeats itself.
The rents here are astronomical. Yes, there's work here, but you have to, in some ways still, know people.
Due to their visa status, the full suite of Australian government services aren't available. With limited options, this charity is using its emergency funding in rare cases to offer to pay for one-way tickets back to New Zealand.
It's easier for me to find money to get a ticket interstate or back to New Zealand in this case, than it is to find accommodation here on the Gold Coast.
The New Zealand government says it is aware of the arrangements in place to support its citizens to voluntarily leave Australia and is encouraging them to reach out to the consulate in Sydney if they need help. Despite dire circumstances, for some, moving home isn't an option.
I haven't got the best family support back there. Everyone's floating in their own boat.
Miss Rose is urging people to think twice before making the move.
Do your research and have a backup plan.
The family of a missing Queensland teenager is holding on to hope she will be found safe and well. It's been 7 days since 17-year-old Phoebe Bishop disappeared from Bundaberg.
Quiet street in Gin, now a flurry of action as police search for any clues trying to find Phoebe Bishop.
The last 3 days forensics have been, so pulling stuff in and out of the house, so been full on.
The 17-year-old was last spotted near Bundaberg Airport a week ago. She was supposed to board a flight to Western Australia but never checked in and hasn't been seen or heard from since. Her home remains a crime scene. She was living there with two people. One of their cars has been seized by police.
I didn't know she was actually living there. I thought she was just, visiting them, but to find that she actually lived there was pretty surprising, actually.
The teenager's disappearance has stunned the Gin community, home to about 1,000 people.
We're just hoping they find the little girl alive, that's all.
Her mum is holding on to hope her daughter is okay. Fee is still missing. Our heartache and pain is raw and real. Fee, we need you home. We need to hear your sassy voice and feel your hugs.
I know it's day 7, but I do hope that something's gone wrong and she's just taken the wrong track or something.
Police are trying to piece together a timeline of Phoebe's movements prior to her disappearance last Thursday. They're appealing for anyone with information, even if it seems insignificant, to come forward. She was last seen carrying luggage, which police are yet to find.
In sports, the KCK Rigo Rice Cup Rugby League competition is now down to final 4 teams to vie for the inaugural cup title and 300,000 Kina cash prize money. The major semi-final is set to take place this weekend at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. Mona Mutris Brothers, SS Dolphins, Morobe Pride and Talai Spartans will go head-to-head to determine who stays in the grand final and who competes for the 3rd place finish. Cup winner also gets 200,000 Kina. The runners-up is expected to walk home with 60,000 Kina, and a team that finishes 3rd pockets 40,000 Kina. All 4 teams have earned their place in the finals. Morobe Pride is the only team outside of Port Moresby participating in the season. The other 3 teams are Port Moresby based. That ends the TV1 Midday News. Do join us at 6 p.m. for more news and sports.